Right, so all I need to do now is find the pump. Where is that gone? I've definitely seen him use it on the farm, so it's somewhere. Doesn't look like it's there. Ah, there it is. Right, so that's that done. Oh man, I don't know how we're going to sort this out. I'm trying to figure out to do this without telling George until it's sorted. I think that will ease the anger that he's probably going to feel. I'm hoping so anyway. So, let me think this straight. I've got the pump to pump the tyre back up. We need something to lift it back up. I'm going to say the low door will be best for that. I think the pallet fork could do it. Then we're going to need to put the manure back in. So, we'll come back for a trailer for that. Oh man, this is the last thing I wanted. I really did not need this today. I mean, it would have been a pretty decent day. Let's just shift that over there. I'm sure as well, if George looks out that window, he can probably see it. So, we need to try and do this as quickly as possible. It's not like I'm trying to keep it from George. I just think if I knock on his house and say, got a problem, I made a mistake, it'll go down a lot easier if I say, we've had a problem, but I fixed it. I'm just hoping that it's not damaged in any way. I mean, it didn't take a massive bang. It's only gone over because of the fact that the pressure went out that tyre. So, with it being on a bit of a hill, gravity's done its thing. We're going to have to go this way. Let's hope we don't tip this over. Can you imagine? Do you know what? I actually think we might be better off going on the other side. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go through this gate here and go from the other side. I bet George thinks, why have we got the load all in the field if he's looking out the window? In fact, I think we might be a little bit hidden there. Probably not. No. Well, these things happen. You know, at the end of the day, these things happen. It's not my fault. I want to know why the tyre's gone down so quick. That means it sounded like it burst. I mean, I didn't see anything that I should have avoided. So it's a little bit strange. I've obviously gone over something. Left a bit of a mess here as well. I do know that there is rain forecast soon, so I'm trying to think the best place to do this. I'm happy with that. So we're going to need to come back. In fact, should I pump it up now? No. What we'll do is we'll go and get the bucket for this and we'll get it sorted properly. May as well get all that manure off the ground into the trailer, and then we'll sort out the tyre. We don't want to load that back up and then have to drive it with a dodgy tyre. Yeah, because all we're technically doing is putting a bit of air in just to get it onto the yard. Yeah, what a bit of a nightmare this is. So far so good though, we've lifted it back up. I will check it as well. But first, let's go and get the bucket off the Massey. In fact, we may as well drive around with the Massey, haven't we? And then what we can do is we can take the trailer. Yeah, we'll do that. Makes more sense. Park that up there. Let's go get the Massey. I mean, we were doing really well as well. We were shifting some good muck. Obviously, that muck's now gone on the field, but not the way we wanted it. So we'll probably have to just dump it back in here and find another good time to do it. I think the rain might start falling before we get a chance to do it again. to get a little bit dimmer outside. I really don't want that sun to disappear before I've even started doing this. And so far we're pretty lucky. George hasn't noticed anything yet. I'd much rather fix this issue before George finds out, because then I think we've at least rectified the problem we've created. So I was going to use the Massey with the trailer, but then I realised I did need the rear weight. So what we're doing is we're hauling down this trailer now. I'm going to clean up this side first. There is some on the other side. What I'm going to do is just quickly hop over the fence and start putting air back in the tyre. I mean, these things do happen, don't they? I keep telling myself this, like I'm trying to convince myself that George is not going to be really angry. If he does, I'll remind him of when he got stuck in this river here. Because we helped him out then. That was a bit of his mistake, you know. Then again, I think he's allowed to do that, with it being his farm. Right, so we've got everything we need. Let's just hop over here a second. And we're going to sort this out. Luckily this pump doesn't need plugging at the same time. So let's connect this up. We'll just put it down. And then let's get this tyre back up. While it's doing that, we can start loading in a few loads. Won't take too long, but we want it as soon as we take that off, we need to start driving. So I might even hitch up, to be honest, before we get close, just because it makes our life easier, because we need to try and get it up the yard. So we'll do a couple loads here just to start off, and yeah, I'll go have a quick look at it as well. Looking at it quickly, it doesn't look like it's taking any knocks. It's got a few scratches on anyway, so we've probably created a few more, but in all fairness, I think it's just taking a bit of a bash to the side, and it's pretty sturdy, so I'm expecting it to not have any damage in. But the main thing is to clean up, because we don't want to be getting manure on here and then it starts raining and that goes into the river. That's the worst thing we could do. I think that's our major worry, to be honest. Right, yeah, that's getting close. Let's just have a quick look. We've got a scrape there. That could have been off the side of the wall. Really, it took a knock up here the most. I mean, we've got a few scrapes, but there is a lot anyway. But so far, it looks good. The only bit of damage I can see is the tyre. So, while that's just finishing off, we may as well start this up and get ready to manoeuvre this out of the field. It's not going to give us a big window to do this in. It's probably going to go down pretty quick. This is what I should have done the first time, really. Right, so I'd say we're ready for this. So let's take this out. And there we go. Let's go. Let's get this out of the field. So far, so good. I mean, we can try and get it back to the yard, or I can park it right outside my trail. Let's just see how it's doing. I think we can do this. Not ideal. We've probably lost about half the pressure we've just put in already. But if we can do this quick, I think we'll be alright. So far, so good. Right, so that's that done. I think we created a bit of damage in the field there. Oh god, is that George? I think that's George coming down. And the rain started as well. Oh man. I'm sure I've just seen George coming down. I mean, we're just going to have to be honest and tell him what's happened. Unfortunately, there's nothing else we can do. So let's just, yeah, start trying to clean up as much as possible. And we'll have to, yeah, answer the questions that he asks us, I guess. What else can we do? He isn't here yet, so maybe... Oh, I've spoken too soon. Yeah, we're going to have to get out, aren't we, and just speak to him a second. Let's just get this sorted with him, and let's just tell him what's gone on.
What the hell's going on out here, Scroft?
I've had a bit of an accident, mate. Nothing major, but a lot of manure's gone on the floor, so I'm trying to clean it up, but the rain's started now, so it's a little bit more difficult. But what's happened is, the muck spreader, I was using it, I was on like my third or fourth load, I think it was my fourth load, brought out in the field, it was just literally started, and I was coming round the headland there by the wall, and the tyre went, completely just burst, and yeah, I unhitched, was having a quick look at it, probably was taking a bit too long, but I didn't realise what would happen, and yeah, gravity took hold, and it tipped over, hit the wall. Now I've looked at the muck spreader, put air back in it, brought it back up to the yard. It's got a few scratches on it. I mean, it had a few anyway, but it's got a few more, I'm not going to lie. But it seems fine, everything seems working. We've just got a tyre out, but I've got it back to the yard. The tyre's probably gone back down now. Yeah, and I'm just cleaning up now. I've done a bit of damage in the field as well, so yeah. Not ideal, and I do own up to it. My mistake. Don't know how it happened. I wasn't doing anything crazy. Tyre just bossed.
It's one thing after another, isn't it, at the moment? When are we going to catch a break? Listen, Scroft, these things happen. Don't worry about it. Do you need an helping hand?
No, I'm alright. Honestly, I'm alright. Like I said, I've got the massey down, I'm picking up with the bucket. Obviously, the rain's making it a little bit more difficult, but I'll fill the trailer up and I'll just dump it back in the pile. I'm George, I'm relieved you're not angry with me, man. Just because I was worried that you were going to be, you know, with the harvester and the paying for that and everything, I just thought you were going to be a bit annoyed, but I'm relieved, man. I really am.
Don't worry about it, Scroft. I mean, it's not ideal. Yeah. I'm just glad it's not damaged. We can fix a tyre. Yeah, I'm just glad it's not damaged, but it's not ideal. But I'm not, you know, I understand these things happen. Listen, I've been there. I'm a lot older than you. I'm a lot wiser than you. And I know these things happen, so don't worry about it. Just get it cleaned up, get back up to the yard, and we'll take a look at this spreader, see what's gone on. In fact, let me just take a look in the field.
While you do that, I'll clean up this side, because I do need to get around the other side. So, I'll crack on. He's not happy, but he's not angry as well, so I'm happy about that. Let's try and get this up. We need to clean up this mess, we really do. Just goes to show how much is in the spreader. It holds quite a bit. I think we've just cleaned up most of it here. There's a few bits stuck in the grass, but the rain's not helping.
Hey, Scroft! Come and have a look at this.
2 seconds, bud. Let me just get this load in. See what's showing me now. Probably some more damage of the field I've done. You can see where the tracks have dug in. What is it, mate?
Look at this.
What's that, a nail?
It is. And it's not the only one.
What the hell have we got nails in the field, George?
I haven't got a clue. Something doesn't seem right with this. I'll tell you that now. Leave it with me. I'll figure this one out.
Alright, and George? Well, at least we know our tyre's gone then. I've obviously picked up a nail. But that is quite worrying. We've got nails in the field. gonna have to go around, aren't I? And have a check now. Does that mean it's gonna happen again? Right, so I've cleaned it up. It took me ages, but we've done it. Trailer's full. I've parked the Massey just up by the trailer. Proper coming down now. It really isn't nice weather at the moment. I have got the lights on this, but they're not very good. I might have to get some better bulbs. Let's shut the gate. The one thing I need to do. Head back up to the farm now. We're going to just put this in the yard. It's getting a bit dark, and we'll sort it all out tomorrow. We'll tip it back where we found it, obviously, or where we collected it from, should we say. Yeah, but let's just quickly shut this gate. There we go. Same with this one. And he come back for that Massey as well, park her away. I mean, this turned into a big job, didn't it? Really, when you think about it, for what we're doing. It's crazy. We fixed the issue, that's the main thing. Right, let's go back up to the yard, we'll park this away, and we'll have a quick look at the spreader again. See what George says about it. Hey, that light still works, so at least George can be happy about that, at least. Right, let's park this up over here, bring the cows in and everything. Get out in the rain. But they're not happy. Oh, this thing doesn't want to break at all. Full brake on that one. Wow. Even with that trailer, she struggles. Right. Yeah, it's not looking good, is it? It needs sorting out. Anyway, let me quickly go get the cows in. I can guide them around that tractor. I'm sorry about that, girls. I was a little bit late. I didn't forget about you. Don't you worry, but at least you've got some shelter now. Right, they're all good. Let's lock these in for the night. And we'll quickly go speak to George. You've got to bring the Massey back. But I imagine he's probably looked at this and decided himself that we can sort that out. But I'm just hoping now that it doesn't happen again. I'm quite worried. It's some nails in the field, which is a bit strange. Anyway, let's quickly just have a chat with him before we sign off. Hey up, George. All cleaned up, mate. Everything's back. I've got the trailer full with the manure. I'll tip that in the morning. You've seen the spreader, hopefully. Not too bad. I've just got to bring the Massey back up from my trailer. And then I'm pretty much done. But yeah, again, I am sorry about that. Really am.
Stop worrying about it. Stop worrying about it. We've got other things to worry about now. Why is there nails in our field? I know for a fact there shouldn't be nails in that field. I haven't done anything in it for years. It makes me question things. It really does. Can you do me a favour tomorrow? When this goddamn rain stops, can you get out in the field? Just have a quick look for me. Just have a glance, see if you can see anything. Nails, anything. Because we don't want this happening again. And I'll get that tyre repaired. Don't you worry about that. I'll fix that. Easy job.
Yeah, I can do that. No problem at all, George. As soon as I get here in the morning and the rain hopefully dies away, I'll have a good check in that field and I'll sort out the manure that's in the trailer. There's a few other things I probably want to do as well, but yeah, I can do that. No issues. I'll quickly just go get the Massey and then I'll head back. Quickly, George, as well, before I go, I just want to say I haven't got a clue why there's nails in that field. When I went round with the mower and did them bales, I didn't see anything. And I'm sure I would have probably driven over them. So, yeah, it's a bit strange, but honestly, I haven't got a clue. I really haven't got a clue. Right, I'll leave you to it, George, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Right, so let's go back to the trailer. Get some shelter, because I'm absolutely drenched now. Really am. Definitely the weather is changing. You can tell that we're in October now. Let's hope November's a better month. Still got this skip, haven't we? Well, if we see any nails, we can always put them in the skip, I guess. I'll tell you one thing, for a late autumn morning, after that rain, the weather really has improved. Now, I did make sure I shut this gate last night. He's got me all suspicious now about what's going on. Probably nothing. Well, hopefully nothing. I mean, we had some fly tippers, but that happens. That's not nothing to be suspicious about, but yeah, I think that and the nails maybe make it a little bit more suspicious, I guess. Oh, I don't know. But we got plenty to do today. Plenty to do. The first thing we need to do is move that muck out of the way before we let the cows out. Yeah, we definitely do. Yard's a bit of a mess as well. But yeah, let's go and shift this and then we'll start getting the jobs done, the normal jobs. Get the cows out and clean up a little bit. Trying to think of the best place to reverse this. Let's go this way. There we go, that should be fine. I'll tell you one thing, I think I might be putting a bit more load than this girl requires with the spreading that we were doing. And now this, you know, I'm putting her through her paces. You've got to be kidding me.